folks who have post-traumatic stress disorder and they come to me, they had this perpetual stress response that's going on, this reacting. And there's layers of defenses, and the illusions and survival responses around that continue to run the show. When I say, do you feel connected to yourself? They don't even know what that means. What do you mean connected to myself? Because they're just in such overload. Their systems are so flooded. And so what we learn as we go through the layers over and over is how to get reconnected to the self. I have a great example. One of my clients, this wonderful man, he just had a really tough childhood. A lot of anger, a lot of getting beat up by other boys, a lot of rough and tough guns and this and that. And he had to learn to be really tough. And he had an 8-year-old son at the time, and he said to me, I miss that softness, that vulnerability, and that sensitivity that my son has. He said, that is gone for me. I feel cold and I feel hard. And I said, yeah. And he had post-traumatic stress disorder, and he had learned to block off this sensitive side of him, his feelings, and just had to become cold and made decisions out of this cold kind of shut down part of him. He ended up being in drug court, ended up in the jail system for a while, came back out and he said to me, I really want to feel how I used to be years ago before all this stuff happened. And so we really got in touch with that, and he began to learn to meditate. He began to learn mindfulness exercises, which we're going to talk about. And he began to kind of unfreeze from that post-traumatic stress disorder that had just flooded him and created such a rigid, cold system for him. And he was into martial arts already, so he just kind of took his martial arts to the next level. And he really began to heal, and it was a beautiful thing to see. So all these ways of being that our personality has to adopt to survive in the world can be healed, and they can be transformed.